Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Inappropriate Adults.
Our youngest, Scotty, will not be here today, but in lieu of, we have our
Big bro, Richard in the house.
who also, aka Papaya, he is a part of the ground crew, but also a part of the ambiance.
What is the
And I
fucking
provide the
ground
set.
crew? This nigga work at the airport. Part of the set crew. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah, I'm the dude that waves the little red things.
he's one of our EPs. You know, he's also my big brother. Did y'all miss me?
Our first fresh topic today is the documentary When They See Us.
Well, when I saw it.
How did you
know
feel?
what? I thoroughly enjoyed it because I wasn't sure what it was going to be about.
Right.
But once I watched it and realized it told the whole backstory of their lives and how deep it went into their families and the type of children they were, I was intrigued. I'm watching it again for the third time. I started yesterday.
So, sis, can you tell us what it's about?
It's just about what happened, the prosecutors, in the DA's office, the police, how hard they went to prosecute these young boys and how they had them sign false confessions because, they had to make an arrest, they had to make a case. A white lady was assaulted in the park and a large group of young boys, and that's my era, so I remember Wild, and I knew people who would, you know what I'm saying? You did little things, all right, but somebody had to pay for that crime.
Yes.
So the 5 that they caught, that's who paid. And one of them actually only went to help his friend and tell him that they weren't a part of it. And
That would have been Corey.
Corey ended up
And
being
he got
prosecuted.
the worst.
He had the worst time. He had the worst time in prison. My only thing is imagining what that poor baby went through at that time. Because we were kids. Like, I was young, when that happened. So that's what it was about. And it just really touched on the corruption, and that shit is still relevant.
It is still
It's
relevant.
still prevalent because this is still happening to minorities all over the country. So
And I also wanted, Rich, who are the people? Who are the
get it? He's the
Well,
intellectual.
I can't remember the names by memory.
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
No, I cannot.
I bet you can, big bro.
I will say though that I remember a lot of friends and Facebook friends commented that they couldn't watch it because it was too much for them.
Wow.
It was too heavy.
Especially
people with kids.
Ma couldn't watch it.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, she told me that.
You know what though? I like watching things like that because then I sit down and I have conversations with Mozzie.
Okay.
Because even though Mozzie he's mixed, so he's light, you still gonna get treated like a nigga.
Oh yes,
when
he
something
becomes
happens,
older.
and you need to understand how to move. He's known since 3rd or 4th grade. Don't talk to anybody. Always request your parents. When you're old enough, request your attorney. And it's sad that I had to start teaching my son that at such a young age because of something that happened in school.
Yeah.
Did y'all know about the fallout for the prosecutors?
No.
The lady who prosecuted them and the one that was with her, all of them had to resign from boards they were on.
Good.
The main one,
Linda Fairstein.
Yeah, Linda Fairstein. The actress who played her, now she's in that.
She's the one that's caught up in that
yes.
college scandal.
But Fairstein, she had to resign, and she had to resign from several boards.
Good.
And she became a crime novelist in the years after she retired from this.
And that's great. She's
Her
still able to make money.
Her publisher cut her.
Wow. Isn't that amazing though? That she was still able to make a living?
It's like, but karma
is
is catching up with them 30 years later though.
Well, that's because we're more conscious and more aware, and we're less tolerant of how they treat us. So somebody's got to pay.
And when did this happen? When did this?
This was 26 years ago.
In
89.
89.
89.
So I was
almost
19,
30 years ago, yeah.
18, 19
And I like the way
years
they
old.
incorporated this person that certain people voted for president because he did have some involvement in this incident.
Yes, that man.
Oh,
Yes.
I'll say it, Trump. Oh yeah, I remember when he took the ad out.
Yeah.
And I was like, this racist ass cracker gonna take a, but we already know who he is. So.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck, and he ain't say shit.
And his followers, and I call them followers, that's what they are. They don't care what he does.
Nope.
No,
Just-
they don't.
They just support it. They support the ignorance.
Any other person, any
Please
other
vote.
politician, they would
Please
go down hard
vote
if they
in
did anything like this.
2020. It is so important that we vote.
I'll be there at 7 a.m. that morning.
No vote gives the opponent a vote. I know people don't think that.
And
but
that's what
think about
caused
it.
this to happen.
You
A lot of
not
people sat it
voting.
out.
You not voting.
It's a
Think
part
of all the
problem.
people that voted for him. Have people voted against him? Or pick anybody. Shit, I don't give a shit. I wasn't happy with the fucking candidates.
I will vote for
I
Mickey
voted.
Mouse if that's what it takes.
I wasn't happy with any of the candidates. Honestly, I didn't find anyone. I didn't like their platforms.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Honest.
so.
Yeah.
But
cool on
compared
what
to
they
him,
stood on. But compared to him, I voted for Burnster. Who else? That was like if I had to have a president, I would rather it.
See, I can't look at him without thinking about that HBO show, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Because he does look
Yeah.
like. He does.
And he plays him on Saturday Night Live.
He does.
He sure does. And before we wrap that up, we wanted just to say that the men now, from When They See Us, are being acknowledged, and now they're being able to. I noticed they're doing a lot of press releases, and they're able to
But
speak their
The
truth.
sad part is, look, imagine what they suffered. Look how much, look at what they take from our black men.
Oh, and look, they
And don't think twice about it. I don't care if they gave them
you know
$100 million.
they don't want to
Right.
call they don't want to be
It will
called the Central
never-
Park Five.
It will never take, they shouldn't be
They
called
want to
the
be
Central
called the
Park.
Exonerated Five.
Listen, they should never have been called the Central Park Five. But it's that climate in the 80s, it was really,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know.
And who was the mayor at the time?
Oh, that was the old guy.
Koch.
Was it Koch or?
Koch.
It was
Okay.
Koch. Mayor
Yes.
Koch. You know he was a redneck racist.
All right. And our last fresh topic for this episode is the Netflix special Jailbirds.
That's my shit.
Yes.
Y'all love
Yes.
that show.
Yes, me too. Me too.
Uncle Jeff was like, "Are you really watching?" I was like, "What?" Yes, and then he sat and watched it with me.
Our family has a sick obsession for prison shows, but we're not prison made.
My favorite is Locked Up Abroad.
We do.
Okay. See, this is a problem. Papaya, do you have a favorite prison show?
Girls Incarcerated.
Oh,
It's
yes.
also on Netflix. Season 2 just came out the other day.
I watched it with the young girls.
I
Right?
actually started watching a few episodes. They're leveled in tiers, purples and browns.
The Burgundies.
I'm
And
sorry,
burgundies.
the burgundies are the more elite. They tend to be the representatives of the positive behavior.
Right.
Mhm.
They've been there so long.
They have.
They're trying to get out.
And honestly, from Jailbirds, what we learn is the prison hustle. Can we talk about the prison hustle?
Now I know prison hustle firsthand from our prison aunt Val.
And
Shout out to Aunt Val who steals family money. Whoop whoop, won't get out the house. We gonna see you. But Aunt Val shared all. You know, she used to tell me this. I knew about this stuff years ago. She always told me how they communicated in prison. The last time she got locked up,
in the
like,
toilet.
she was like, "What? There's some new shit." She said, "They talk through the toilet," and she explained it to me, and I was like, "Wow."
Can you give a description of how
You have to take the water out,
you take the water out, you scoop it out,
get all the water out.
then you create a line, and then you either add cups, spoons.
Mm-hmm.
So that, like, when you flush, they'll wrap around each other and you can pull the
Pull
other
them up.
line.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ingenious engineering.
The fucking prison life. You talking about some engineering? How long y'all motherfuckers been here? Come up with that shit? Not me. It's not
See,
alive.
I'm old
not
enough to
built for
remember
it.
being like about 10 years old and watching the original Scared Straight. That made an impression. All these
That
shows
was-
are like a descendant of that.
That was us, Scared Straight.
Yeah,
I bet my parents probably thought about sending me there. It wouldn't have helped though.
Ife would have found all the corners and turns. She
I
would have
sure
made
would
friends.
have. I
and
would have had friends. I'd have had all the good drugs.
She would have been in charge of commissary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a
Hair, she
friend.
would've
I have
done
a
hair.
friend who actually went into. She was in the Scared Straight program when she was
Really?
a kid. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Did it work?
Well, she ain't locked up.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Shout out to the people who actually stay out of prison. Okay. Soap notes. Did you recognize on the series in order to interact in the rec room, girls were writing in soap?
Well, I mean, you can't have, weapons.
Yes.
You know,
and pens and pencils.
pens.
Talk about it.
Can't have weapons. That's a hard life.
Yeah.
Yeah, soap is an interesting topic in prison.
That's a hard fucking life.
Yes, and Rich, can you talk about what do you mean about soap as a hard topic?
Don't drop it.
Yes, exactly. Well, if you drop it back up against the wall and like slide it
Slide it
back
with
with
your
your foot.
Okay. Don't drop that.
Hey, don't drop that.
Look, by the way, one of my favorite shows that's coming back now, the Boondocks.
Yes.
They had my favorite episode on that particular topic.
Which
I
one?
love that show.
When the guy who was the character who was the lawyer, like he dreamed he was in prison and he dropped the soap.
Oh yeah.
And the prisoner
dropped
that
the
confronted him was actually voiced by Terry Crews.
Wow, that's
And if you
crazy.
look at the character, you can see they made him look a little like
But
Terry.
imagine, look when we first saw Terry Crews was in Friday, and he
Yeah.
just
Oh,
come home
Lord.
from prison.
Yes.
Oh, he just come home from prison,
And he tried to rape
he
Cat
was
Williams.
Like, and Tupac, he was like, Tupac.
Yeah. That, we could go on for days about the how you become a whole nother lifestyle as
You
far as
have to.
sexually.
Mhm.
Sexually, they're not. So many times you hear people are not gay. They would just had to survive.
They were surviving.
Yes.
And think about it.
If you're doing like 25 years,
I'm celibate. How about that? I don't need nothing.
are you selling a bit, giving a bit, and taking a bit?
I might celibate. It's like, bitch better have my money. It's like,
Ife would have all the you would have all the tasty cakes. She would have all the oodles and noodles.
So what happens in a women's prison when you drop the soap?
They lick it.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Or they get a broomstick?
Ay! Ooh.
Ew.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
He
I
went
have
there.
heard things. I have
All
heard
right.
things.
All right.
Wow.
We're gonna move on to something else they create.
right.
It's the jungle juice. I forgot what the real name of the juice was that they created.
Is that what they ferment the
Pruno.
alcohol?
They,
Pruno.
Pruno.
Pruno juice.
I
I saw that on
We
the
need
video.
Aya guys.
Yes. Rich, do you remember how they make it?
Yes,
They
he does.
get like they collect like fruits and stuff that'll ferment and they put them in a bag and bury it
Mm-hmm.
and just let it rot and ferment to make alcohol. It just
Yep.
gotta taste like crap, but I guess it'll get you drunk.
It gets them
Oh, I'm
drunk.
sure it tastes like
But
crap.
they-
I watched them make a birthday cake.
and Orange is the New Black.
You see
Crusade was the one who made it.
The episode where they made the cake out of
Yeah,
cookies,
they crumbled
crumbled
it.
the cookies, scraped the icing. I was like, wow, innovation.
Innovation.
Thank God I can go buy a cake. Shit.
The little things that you take for granted, like your own birthday cake, or even makeup. I've seen they make it out
Kool-Aid.
of crayons and Kool-Aid
Oh, wait.
Kool-Aid and Vaseline, that's what they mix up.
for the lip gloss.
Remember they do hair dye too.
Oh yes.
They do hair dye as
Like
well.
food color
Mhm.
and
I
stuff like that.
forgot
And again,
what it
Kool-Aid
was.
stuff.
How do they make the syrup? They make the
They crush up a bunch of pills and just put it
Yes, it was
until it mixes in water.
mixing water. And
That's
then
their
they,
lean.
yeah, that's their version of lean. All these things you get in trouble for, and actually you get you don't go to solitary confinement, but you go to another tier where you're locked off from the rest of the group. Survival is real in prison. Even the dating scene.
They got married on one of the episodes.
Yes.
I'm just saying, my girl, don't break my dick. Yo, that
Please
is
talk about it.
my favorite. The girl was describing how when she got arrested
Yeah.
and her girlfriend were being intimate, and when the cops came, she was like, "Please."
She had a strap.
She had a strap on. Don't break my dick. Like that's all she cared about was. I was like, girl, they taking it.
Yeah.
You can't get that back till you come out. So
you're
you
not.
might want to leave it with your girl.
They're taking your freedom.
They're
No,
taking
we
your
should do an
manhood.
episode on people who marry inmates.
Well, and
Nah.
But you know what's funny about that though? Like you will find if you even look it up online, there are scores of women who will marry guys online. But try finding a man who married a woman who was locked up.
it's not
You
the
don't.
same.
No.
Even Papoose said when he visited Remy Ma, Papoose is a rapper and Remy Ma is a rapper. He said that he would be like the only male there.
Visiting.
Mm-hmm. Women always.
And he was
go to
already
visit
with
men.
her, so that doesn't
That's
even count.
crazy.
Women always go to visit men.
That's crazy. I did for a minute, and then I came to my senses.
Fur coat.
All right, Jelly. All right. So it was Rikers, and they made me ball my mink coat up and put it in a dirty ass locker. So I had to break up with him that day, right when I went upstairs.
Who goes to a prison in a mink?
The $20,000 worth of jewels. Me.
Zsa
I was coming from work though, cause I worked in the city.
Zsa Gabor.
Zsa good nigga. Zsa.
Please tell the camera what you said to him.
I asked to hold his hands and I gently, no, I didn't. I was like, look,
Well, you're not
I'm
allowed
not
to
gonna.
touch, right?
No, look, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to come see you no more. I was like, my fur coat is balled up in a dirty ass locker downstairs, so I was like, this isn't gonna work.
Was this the one that had two Sharpays named Fook and Mama?
Yes, one of which I lost.
Yeah.
One of them I let out. He never came back.
Growing up with my sister, I've seen it all, heard it all, and all we know is we are not made for prison. That's what I know.
And I'm not made for prison visits.
No.
On Rikers. Now, when the nigga was at that little camp upstate, I could handle that. Yeah, the camp was cool.
Rich is doing the Oz theme song for those of you who don't know. But we just want to tell the people in prison, incarcerated, locked down, in penitentiaries.
Keep your head up.
Keep your head up.
Keep your head up. And keep it tucked at the same time. Well, thank y'all so much. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Inappropriate Adults. This is Ife. I'm Jelly and
Rich.
for Rich.